Trade recap. Let's do this. Whoops. Let's do this quickly. I took a short today that played out, but I got stopped out, unfortunately, so we lost. Um, yeah, main reason this lost was because we were uncorrelated on price and in this range. But yeah, I don't. I just don't. I don't know, bro. Why does it go here? I think because I shorted in a discount, right? Like that's kind of a little why, right? Shorted in a yeah, shorted in a discount, not in a premium. Should have waited for a deeper retrace, I guess, if we were displacing like this. That's the main takeaway here, I think. My main bias was short today, just because we had a big SMT like with this, or I guess it was this high. Although we are moving bullishly, so I was open to taking longs as well, I guess, or I don't really know. We're in bullish order flow if you just look at this prior to market open. We're just that's why my bias was also a bit bullish, especially when we had news data highs right here. I wanted to be taken out, and we had this draw up here. Not a favorite draw, so I don't know. I guess it's a pretty good draw. It's a pretty good draw. It got edged, so yeah, I did not take this long. But yeah, these were my main draws. This 4-hour low and this, hourly gap, sort of low before the hourly gap right there. Yeah, got tapped. But yeah, um, basically entered off of, you know, us flipping. We got a huge push. We didn't take out this high, but ES took out these highs. We took out a news data high, and we just started displacing very heavily to the downside, closing in on these lows right here, these lows and these lows. Can I actually do this? Yeah, and yeah, that made me kind of just look for an entry basically, because of the displacement. So we had our first entry right here, which would have been like something like this, which not super good. Like you could have taken it out of, just like this. Dude, this is the thing that fucking pisses me off, bro. Okay. Look at this first trade, right? I did not take this, right? Because I wanted to see displacement out of this, right? I did not take this because I want to see displacement out of it. Like, respective for value gap, great. Surely you should enter over this. And then you can have your stop loss be like here. Like this. Maybe like this even. Whatever. We're expecting it to not go above this. You could probably, whatever, you can have it somewhere here. Doesn't matter. It's still safe, right? This trade would have played out because you took this and not waited for this displacement, which it's supposed to secure that we're shorting. Like, oh, we get a displacement, great. Displacement after this, right? Maybe this is too big of a displacement, so then it should be like, you should be wary of that. But then it's like, okay, I missed that entry, great. We get displacement, it shows that we're gonna go lower. Let's try to find a different entry. We get a different entry right here. Right here, we take the same thing. For value gap getting respected. And that gives us a better stop. It's not actually a better stop loss really, but we get the stop loss there, because it's lower on the range. There and there. We enter on that because we're expecting the same thing that happened here to happen here because of this displacement. And then it doesn't, and we get stopped out. Like, that makes me, because the reason I didn't enter on this first one is because I was scared of this happening. That's why I didn't enter on this. because I want to see this displacement. But then it's like, okay, I'm trusting the fair value gap now because I saw on the first one that it played out. We get the second one. Okay, I'm trusting the fair value gap, and then it does this. Like, why does it do that? I don't know, bro. Like, what? Well, it's because we're in. Again, we're not at the 50%, right? I think that's why. But then, anyways, like, you can't really catch it. Like, are you okay? Then you're trusting this. Like entering on this, which is like doesn't make any. I don't know, bro. And then we get this huge displacement. Like it just makes no sense. Like to me, it just makes no sense. Although we did have this bad price action because we're like shopping in a range and like NQ is displacing lower, ES standing still, so it's very uncorrelated. Maybe you shouldn't enter on this, but like what else do you enter on, bro? Actually, like stuff like this makes me feel like I just need to know the future or something, bro. Like what the fuck is this? It's fucking ridiculous. And then it's like on the long here, if you wanted to go long, that makes like less sense to go long. Because it's like before market open. Yeah, like I can't take this long. There's no way to take this long. I don't know how Cole took this long. And then it goes, my original buy is short. Great. We're looking for a short. We get an entry. It does that. Like maybe you should blindly trust for value gaps inside the 50% of the range, right? Maybe this. Like you should, because we didn't tap this one. This is like an equal high. So then maybe you should blindly trust this. But like that makes no sense. I can know I'm not gonna do that though because of this. Look at this. We're having this big displacement up to go here, and then we have an even bigger displacement lower. Like it makes no like we're just in like you should just not trade this. I guess like you should just not trade it. I guess you shouldn't just. I guess you just should step away then. I guess I don't know. This looked clean to me though. Like that's why I took it. It looked clean. You know, like the 5 minute, it looks weird because it closed here, but the 15 minute, like 15 minute looks pretty good. It closed down here. It's like, oh, we just came up, took this, came down, right? And on that, it's like, okay, then the 5 minute doesn't really need to show anything, I don't feel like. Then it's like, okay, just give me an entry because we're clearly displacing lower to this draw. We get an entry, it displaces, I miss the entry because I don't trust it. Yeah, it just it's just ridiculous, man. This is really ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Just don't short in a discount, I guess. Don't short in a discount. Don't long in a premium. Yeah, whatever, man.